Hi, my name is Julie Edwards, and this is the fourth in a series of videos to help you to create your assignments and reports on Word using some of the tools available to you. In the last video, we learned how to insert images, we added numbered captions, and then created a list of images. We're now going to continue to build on that document. So the topics for this session include inserting tables. We're going to create the table first, and then what we're going to do is add some color, change the fonts, and just make them look a little bit better. We're then going to insert numbered captions, and once we've done this, we'll be able to create a list of tables. But before we start, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell icon to ensure that you are notified as I add another video to the channel. Thank you. Now that we've added the images and our table of contents and things like that, what we're going to do is add this next section, and it's going to be a table. We're going to do two tables, and we're going to give our tables a generic heading first of all. So we'll create a heading and we'll call it Pet Clubs of Far North Queensland. This is fictional. I just made this up. Okay. Again, we want that heading, so heading 1. And underneath, we're going to add the two tables. Now, I don't want this on the same page as this. So what we're going to do is just put the cursor before, and as always, insert page break. Okay. Now, let's add a table. The first thing we need to do is go to Insert. So if we were home, we move to Insert, and there's a table box. And my table needs to be 5 across, and I'll just do a couple down. Okay. And we're going to add our first heading, which will be dogs. And underneath that, I'm going to write the list of dogs that we've been talking about. We had our German Shepherds, we had Labradors, and Poodles, and we'll have the total. So we'll imagine that this club has got these particular types of dogs in their membership, and we have our Cairns branch. Again, this is fictional. Cairns branch. Port Douglas. Okay, just go down, and Atherton. And I just tabbed across to do that. Now what I want to do is make these bold. So I'm going to back to home, make it bold, and I'll also make these bold, these headings bold, and I'll center them. Okay. Up here, I want dogs to sit on this line, but I don't need all the columns. So basically what I do is I highlight the top row completely. I go to Format. No, I don't. I go to Table, sorry. Table, Merge Cells. Click. And then I'm going to hit Bold and Center. I'm also going to make that a little bit bigger, because it's one of my major headings. Okay, and let's put some information in just so it looks real. That will make up, there's 100 dogs, 50 Labradors, so 100 German Shepherds, 50 Labradors, 4 Poodles, a total of 154 dogs in the pet club in the Cairns branch. In Port Douglas, we're going to imagine there's 40 German Shepherds, 20 Labradors, 8 Poodles, giving us a total of 68 dogs in that club. And the Atherton branch has 15 German Shepherds and 45 Labradors. We will have 2 Poodles and 62 dogs in total. Okay, now I'm going to center this part. So I highlight and click center. The other thing I can do, now you can't do this on a PC so far, but on the Mac you can, so I will show you. We go Insert, and we can choose an icon. and then a little box comes up, and what we can do is we can select an icon that we would like to use. As I say, unfortunately it doesn't do this in the PC as yet, so I'm searching my icons for a dog. One I just noticed came up, so that's good. There we go, and I insert. A bit too big, let's pull it down in size a bit. I don't want it too big that it dominates, just a little picture. Okay, I can color this. Oops, it already is black. I can color it, make it a different color, make it a dark grey. And I can also position where I want this to go. I'm going to center it again. Okay, now to color the cells here, I'm going to color this all the same color, so I've just highlighted the whole lot. I've gone to Format, Borders and Shading. I want shading. I want a color because it says no color. Let's just pick a green. And make sure it's applied to cell. The other options are table, paragraph, and text. I want just the cells that I've highlighted. If I click table, the whole thing will go green. Okay, so cell, click OK. Alright, I can make this a different color if I wanted. I can change the color of my font. I make it a dark grey, mid grey. Okay, so let's have another look. Let's do the same for cats, just for the practice. Okay, let's give a bit more space, and let's add the next one. So remember, I did insert, table. I did 5 rows across, and we'll go down a few. There we go. Okay, we'll put cats in the box. Now I can merge this straight away if I want, because I know that's what I want. Okay, and in the table, I merge. And then I went bold and I centered. Okay, because I know what the design is that I'm looking for, but if I didn't know, I might change it as I go. I know I want the icon, so I'm going to choose that. I'll choose cat again. Okay, it's like a very regal looking cat. Once more, I'm going to pull the size back a little bit, just a little bit more. I had it before on center, so I moved home, moving it to center. I can change the color, but I don't mind the black cats, so that's fine. Okay, and then I'm going to put the names of my cats in. Siamese, whoops, Burmese, and I had Tabby, and total. We have our fictional places, well, not fictional, they're real places, just not a real club. Siamese, 10, 5 Burmese, we'll make it 15 Tabbies. My total is 30. In Port Douglas, I'll choose 4, 1 Burmese, and 10 Tabbies with a total of 15. And then all I did was tab, and then it goes to the next one. Atherton, which is actually a small town at in the west area of Cairns, so southwest. Okay, we have 1 Siamese, Burmese 2, and 8 tabby cats, and 11 in total. Okay, we'll go bold. I'm changing the color to the same grey as I had before, but I could drop it down and choose one. Okay, they should be centered because I did that before. Okay, center. I'm just going to get rid of the icons. Okay, so now we've got, oh, didn't color it. Let's color it in. So I highlight all of this again. Okay, I went to Format, Borders and Shading, and then Shading. I want a color. I'll just choose a pale color. Just go yellow. Apply to cell only. Okay. And I'm going to make the headings bold like I did before, and center. Okay. We've created some new images. Well, we've actually created tables, so we really should have a list of tables. So just like before, we need to label it. We don't do it manually and then go back. We actually use the references again. We've got caption, and this time I don't want it to be a figure, I want it to be a table. So we highlight table, it's saying it's table 1, and we'll put dogs of pet clubs of Far North Queensland. Okay, and we click OK. And I'm going to do the same here. Go to my insert caption. Automatically now it goes to the default of the one you used before. So it's table 2. It's cats of pet clubs of Far North Queensland. We know it's a table, that's okay. Alright, so we now have our heading, we have our 2 tables, and each one of them are labeled as a table. We go back up to our table of contents, which will now grow a little bit further, and underneath the list of images I'm going to have list of tables. It's picked up that it's a heading. Let's go back to home. Okay, if it didn't, you know what to do. So if it was showing up that way, all you need to do is click your heading 1, tab down, we go to references, insert tables, and it's a table of figures, okay, and it's clicked table, right? Not figures, table. And we're going to click OK. So let's put it in accurately. We have our numbers, they're accurate. Let's just have a look here. It's not showing up in our table of contents yet. So we click the down arrow, update table, update entire table, and OK. And now we have our list of images and our list of tables, and you can see that starting to grow. So our document's certainly starting to build now. And that's what we want to see. We want to see the document building, but us not having to waste time doing this part. This should all be nice and automatic and something that you can fix. Again, if you noticed here, there was a typing error, typo, you can fix that. Not a problem. You go down to the heading, change it, and then update. Okay. So now all you need to do is build your tables and see if you can do those, and try some of the different colors. You can highlight, if you highlight here and you like some of the effects, you can actually, in the format section for borders and shading, you can even choose to have different styles. So you can choose patterns, you can have like little grids. I'll show you one like that. I don't personally like that, but that's because it looks too dark, but you could change that. I'm just going to undo it, but you can play with some of the different styles. Thank you for joining me. It's now time for you to practice what you've been learning in this lesson. And remember, practice makes perfect, so keep on practicing. And don't forget, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And that way, if you click the bell, you'll ensure that you're notified as soon as I add another video to the channel. Thanks a lot and have a great day.